Ladies, it is that time of year again when we, the men of the church, put on our aprons and prepare for you a sumptuous brunch. Unfortunately this year, as you know, that is not possible. Yes, I can see the disappointments. But never mind, we have in store for you a special entertainment package, a special treat for you, which I'm certain that you will all enjoy. We have some surprise performances, and of course there's the usual comedian in the house. I will not say yet who that is. I'm sure you can guess from now. But you will enjoy yourself on this one, I'm sure about it. And you will not miss the brunch, although I know next year we will make up for that. So at this point I want to start by introducing our director, and we have a message from our director to you.
Good morning, brothers and sisters. Today we honor mothers and celebrate motherhood. All mothers embody God's magnificent and ever-present love. You are our caregivers, providers, teachers, nurturers, best friend, and the art of the home. We thank you for all the sacrifice you made every day as you juggle work, home, family, and church, and do it so well. Just like at home, spiritual mothers have been the source of unfailing strength in our church. We greatly value your leadership of our committees, on our choir, as volunteers and Sunday school teachers. In fact, you make up most of our congregation and are the ones who get the children to church each Sunday. There are countless strong, faith-filled women of the Bible who inspire us, like Martha, Esther, and Naomi, to name a few. You mothers are like these amazing women, and we thank God for you. Although we cannot be together today because of COVID-19 pandemic, our love and appreciation transcends the miles. On behalf of the Brotherhood of St. Andrew, may God's blessing be upon you, and we pray that you have a wonderful day. Happy Mother's Day. We love you. Keep safe. Thank you.
I told you you would have enjoyed that one. And now I have a surprise for you. From the poet in the house, we have a presentation by our brother George Morgan. Listen up.
God's helpers. God could not be in every place with loving hands to help erase the teardrops from each baby's face, and so he thought of mother. He could not send us here alone and leave us to a fate unknown, without providing for his own the outstretched arms of mother. God could not watch us night and day and kneel beside our crib to pray, or kiss our little aches away, and so he sent us mother. And when our childhood days began, he simply could not take command. That's why he placed our tiny hands securely into mothers. The days of youth slipped quickly by. Life's sun rose high in the sky. Full grown were we, yet ever nigh. To love us still was mother. And when lifespan of years shall end, I know that God will gladly send to welcome home his child again, that ever faithful mother.
I hope you're enjoying the program so far. I promised you earlier on that we have a comedian in the house. I think by now most of you would have guessed who it is. And it's a person who is noted for giving jokes. I told him that today the jokes has to be better than the ones that he used to give. So I'll let you be the judge. And at this point I'm gonna welcome Brother Pat Lawrence as a comedian in the house.
Mother's Day is a time to show our respect and gratitude to our mothers. But it's also a time for some clean humor. So here we go. 3 sons left home, went out on their own and prospered. Getting back together, they discussed the gifts they were able to give their elderly mother. The first said, I built a big house for our mother. The second said, I sent her a Mercedes-Benz with a driver. The third smiled and said, I've got you both beat. You know how Mom enjoys the Bible. And you know she can't see very well. I sent her a brown parrot that can recite the entire Bible. It took 20 monks in a monastery 12 years to teach him. I had to pledge to contribute $100,000 a year for 10 years, but it was worth it. Mom just has to name the chapter and verse, and the parrot will recite it. Soon thereafter, Mom sent her letters of thanks. She wrote, Milton, the house you built is so huge. I live in only one room, and I have to clean the whole house. Marvin, she wrote to another, I am too old to travel. I stay home all the time, so I never use a Mercedes, and the driver you sent is so rude. Dearest Melvin, she wrote to her third son, you are the only son to have the good sense to know what your mother likes. That chicken was delicious. Hey, hey, mommy, eat the parrot. Number 2 joke. A couple of hours into a visit with his mother, she noticed her son hadn't lit up a cigarette once. Are you trying to kick the habit? No, he replied. I've got a cold and I don't smoke when I'm not feeling well. You know, she observed, you'd probably live longer if you were sick more often. Clap me, man. A little boy was attending his first wedding. After the service, his cousin asked him, how many women can a man marry? 16, the boy responded. His cousin was amazed that he had an answer so quickly. How do you know that? Easy, man, the little boy said. All you have to do is add it up like the archdeacon said. 4 better, 4 worse, 4 richer, 4 poorer. Finally, Larry's mother had 4 children. 3 were named North, South, and West. What was her other child's name? Answer that for me. I leave you to think about it.
Well, just as I told you, Brother Pat did deliver today. In fact, he did so well that I'm going to invite him back shortly to give you version 2 of his performance. But you know, ladies, every year we always stop to reflect on and to remember the mothers who are no longer with us. And so today we want to pause to reflect on the memories that we still treasure. And I'm going to play for you a special song I've chosen, one by Shirley Caesar. I hope it's still your hearts. Snow. Friends, welcome back. As I promised you before, we have some special talent being exposed today. And now I want to introduce to you the duo, brothers Carl and Jonathan. Listen up.
Motherhood sublime, eternal, lives in God's great heart of love, ever holds us safe and folds us underneath, around, above, patient, tender, kind, forgiving, though in devious path we roam, gentle chides us, ever guides us, and all of it leads us home. Every wrong will sure be righted, every evil swept away, truth unspringing, justice bringing, ushers in the brighter day. Mother calls her earthly children, loves them, lifts them when they fall, striving, calling, fainting, falling, mother love enfolds them home. God is love and love forever, in the mother heart is blessed, lives the longest, lives the strongest, far outreaching all the rest. Not by might and not by wisdom comes our lifting from the sod. Love, pure glory, tells our story in the mother heart of God. Not by might and not by wisdom comes our lifting from the sod. Love's pure glory tells a story in the mother heart of God.
He did so well before that we're now inviting him for an encore. So we're bringing back the comedian in the house, Brother Pat Lawrence.
Here we go with more humor for you on Mother's Day. By the way, that puzzle that I gave, the answer was Larry. Larry was the name of the fourth child. One day, a little girl is sitting and watching her mother do the dishes at the kitchen sink. She suddenly notices that her mother has several strands of white hair sticking out in contrast to her brunette hair. She looks at her mother and inquisitively asks, "Why are some of your hairs white, Mum?" Her mother replied, "Well, every time that you do something wrong and make me cry or make me unhappy, one of my hairs turn white." The little girl thought about this revelation for a while and then said to her mother, "So mother, I now know why all of Grandma's hairs are white. You seem to have given her a hard time." Next, a couple had been married for 45 years and had raised a brood of 11 children and was blessed with 22 grandchildren. When asked the secret for staying together all that time, the wife replied, "Many years ago, we made a promise to each other. The first one to pack up and leave has to take all the kids with him." Next, mother speaking with a friend. "I have a perfect son. friend asked, does he smoke? No, he doesn't. Does he drink whiskey? No, he doesn't. Does he ever come home late? No, he doesn't. I guess you really do have the perfect son. How old is he? He will be 6 months old next Wednesday. And finally, a police recruit was asked during the interview exam, what would you do if you had to arrest your own mother? He thought about it and remarked, well, my mother is not an easy woman to handle, you know. So I would call for backup. Thank you, friends. The love of a mother is never exhausted. It never changes. It never tires. It endures through all. It's passionately unbridled. In good repute, in bad repute, in the face of the world's condemnation, a mother's love still lives on. There is no friendship, no love like that of the mother for the child. I thank you and enjoy Mother's Day.
Hope you enjoyed that one. Now we have a special comedy treat selected by Brother Rudy Noel Hunter, and that will be followed by a poem done by Brother Pat Lawrence. Stay tuned.
What's your name?
Eh?
What is your name?
Me have no name.
You don't have no name?
No.
If you don't have a name, I can't help you.
Hey, don't blame me, you know. Hey, the police fault.
Oh, the hell is police fault you don't have a name?
Last week I was in the police station,
Uh-huh.
and the police tell me to give them my name.
Uh-huh.
But I give them it.
Uh-huh.
Me I get it back here.
Love is a Mother's Gift by Joanna Foss. When God made mothers, He took great care to fill their hearts with love so rare. Their children are their greatest prize. You can see the great love in your mother's eyes. Love. Love is a mother's gift to their precious children, their hearts to lift. Warm, tender, and giving love that grows them up healthy and happy. Thank you, Mother, for all you give to help me grow and to help me live. I will love you forevermore, my mother, my mom, whom I adore. Love. Love is a mother's gift to their precious children, their hearts to lift. Warm, tender, and giving love that grows us up healthy and happy. And finally, I love you, Mom. Mom's smiles can brighten any moment. Mom's hugs put joy in all our days. Mom's love will stay with us forever and touch our lives in precious ways. The values you've taught, the care you've given, and the wonderful love you've shown have enriched my life in more ways than I can count. I love you, Mom. Sincerely, Mom. I love you. Thank you.
Ladies, we are almost at the end of our presentation. I hope that you've enjoyed it as much as we have enjoyed bringing it to you. Next year, we're hoping that we can resume our normal brunch. I know you've all missed it, and we're really looking forward to doing that again for you next year. So I'm saying Happy Mother's Day. I will close with a song, and I exhort us all to follow him. So I will follow him closes with Andre Rue. God bless.